this video, I'm going to be showing you how I use charcoal powder to shade realistic nose. Firstly, I would like to apologize for starting the drawing without you guys. I apologize sincerely, but then I'm going to tell you what I did before I got to this stage. Now, I decided to go in first with my 2B pencil to shade the base layer, and I also blended with my tissue. So the 2B pencil and the blending of the tissue is how I got to this stage. And currently, as you can see in the video, I'm going in with my 4B pencil to add darker value to the parts of the nose that are actually darker. So I'm going back with my tissue to blend the 4B pencil, but have it at the back of your mind that you can use your cutting board or blending stump for this process, but I just prefer using the tissue. So I'm going in now with my charcoal powder, and trust me, if you are reckless like I am here, you can almost ruin your drawing, but the good news is that you can always correct every error and turn it into something beautiful. So there are two ways you can use the charcoal powder. Originally, you can just go ahead and get a charcoal, grind it into a container, and you are good to go. But the disadvantage of that is that your brush will take more charcoal than you originally need, and it can mess up your drawing. But then I decided that there was another way I could do this, and that is shading your charcoal pencil onto a piece of paper and then using your brush to take the adequate amount of charcoal that you need for the parts you want to shade. And one thing I often tell people is that every drawing is a learning process, so feel free to use your eraser. There is no rule that says you should not use your eraser. So just like you can see in this drawing, you can see that the charcoal is plenty in a particular point, but then I used my eraser to even the parts out, and also went in with my brush to blend them together to achieve that smoothness. So don't be shy, feel free to use your eraser, and you will thank me for it. I'm also using my cutting board to shade the angle and the tight spots of the nose. Mind you, like I said before, you can also use blending stump. In fact, most people use the blending stump for this area, but if in case you don't have the blending stump, you can also use the cutting board to achieve shading tight spots and also blending together. And one more hack I think I should reveal to you guys is that I don't have the mono zero that most artists use, but then I improvised and I got a normal graphite pencil. I mean the one that we all know that kids use in school. And if we know this pencil, we know that there's an eraser that is firmly fit at the bottom of that pencil. So that is what I use to create the kind of outlines I will use the mono zero for. So I just slant it to a particular angle and I use it to achieve the highlights, as you can see that I'm doing with the nose. And for the rest of the drawing of the nose, I just do what I explained earlier. Use my charcoal powder and blend with my tissue or cutting board, and if you do exactly what I did in this video, you should be able to achieve drawing a realistic nose. And I'm going to be revealing the entire drawing in my next video, so do well to subscribe to receive notifications, and I'll see you next time.